Well, what's up, you guys? It's Steve here with your stimulus check update and stimulus package update. And buckle your seatbelts because this week is going to be a busy week. There is a lot on the table that's going to be happening in Congress. Now, as you guys know, today, President Joe Biden is going to be going before GOP leaders trying to see if he can get bipartisan support on this next package. Now, also, we're hearing that there is a massive push from Democratic leaders to include fourth stimulus checks in this next bill. But not just that. We're hearing a lot of them are saying a fourth check is simply not enough. They'd like to see reoccurring monthly checks included in this. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is it that President Joe Biden is going before Republican leaders to get bipartisan support on this when we know they don't agree with things like multiple checks or other items in this bill? Why don't they simply go through the process of reconciliation? As we heard, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has gotten the okay from the parliamentarian to pass it through reconciliation. Well, here's why. 2 words: Joe Manchin. As we've heard, he does not support the reconciliation process. He said he will vote against it, and he thinks that we need to get bipartisan support. So he might be one additional factor as to why President Joe Biden this week is going to be pushing to get GOP support. This is going to require that Republicans and Democrats work together to get this done. So there's going to be a lot unfolding this week. I'm going to let you know what's coming up ahead. We're going to be diving into some articles. And in addition to that, we've heard from former President Donald Trump. That's right. He's back and he's saying he is confident that in 2022, the GOP will once again take control of Congress, and in 2024, Republicans will also take control of the presidency. Now, we're going to be diving into that as well. So I'm going to get you caught up on the latest as to everything that's unfolding as of today, April 12th, 2021. And also, if you're wondering, why do Republicans oppose this fourth stimulus check when it can help out so many people? Well, the answer is they're concerned about increasing inflation, which we're hearing is definitely going to be on the way from what we've seen with reports from the feds. Now, if you'd like to catch up on that and see what's happening, what they're saying about devaluing our US dollar, be sure to check out these 2 videos right here where I let you know the massive concern and what we've just recently heard during the IMF conference from Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and what could be on the horizon. Now, in addition to that, there's a lot of people saying, well, I still haven't gotten that 3rd check and I haven't gotten my refunds yet on my taxes. What's the latest with that? If you'd like to know the latest on that, be sure to check out these videos right here where I cover that in detail as well, let you know what they're saying about arrival times and when you can expect to see that. So in this video, though, I'm going to get you caught up as to what we're going to be expecting to see unfolding this week in those items I just mentioned before. So let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we do, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keeping you up to date on stimulus, unemployment, Congress, the economy, anything having to do with investing or money, take a second to smash the like button, leave a comment, and share this video out on social media platforms. Those simple gestures, they just take a second and they really help out the channel a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if this is your first time here and you're not already part of the viewing community, come and join what we like to call the Ram Fam by smashing the subscribe button and turning on that notification bell so that way as soon as I upload videos, you can get notified right away. If you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. Consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me and these articles before they hit YouTube. Remember, you can get 2 free stocks when you download the Weeble app, link in the description below. And always remember that here on YouTube, whenever I respond to your comments, you're always going to see a gray stripe on the name. Now, if you don't see that, even if it looks like me, it's not me, because unfortunately right now, YouTube has a problem with scammers trying to steal your information. I'll never leave random WhatsApp numbers in the comments down below, and I won't ask for bank account information, okay? I'm here to give you information. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and dive right into these articles that just came out, get you caught up on the latest as of today regarding stimulus. All right, so link in the description below to this article that just came out today that says Biden faces growing Republican skepticism over infrastructure plan. And it says President Joe Biden may come under pressure on Monday, today, to prove his much-touted interest in working with Republicans in Congress as lawmakers return from their spring break to grapple with the $2.3 trillion proposal to improve U.S. infrastructure. And as I mentioned to you guys yesterday, we had heard that they believed that they could get bipartisan support. Nancy Pelosi said that the door is open. However, we heard from GOP leaders calling President Joe Biden literally a liar in some situations, saying they would not support this bill. Now, it says the Democratic president appears to be losing political capital with 10 Senate Republicans who have signaled an openness to working with Democrats, including Susan Collins and Mitt Romney, whose support could give him the votes to pass bipartisan legislation. Biden's party narrowly controls the House of Representatives and the Senate, meaning he can ill afford to lose Democratic votes. That has emboldened Democratic moderates such as Senator Joe Manchin, who have outsized influence over his legislative priorities. Biden, who was in the Senate for 36 years, has repeated his stated desire to collaborate with Republicans. He is scheduled to host Republicans and Democrats from both chambers at the White House at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, today, to discuss a way forward on the infrastructure plan. So it's likely that discussions will be happening pretty much right now. Probably by the time I upload this, it's going to be taking place. Now you might be asking yourself, so why is it that they're going through this process? When we heard that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer got the okay from the Senate parliamentarian to go ahead with budget reconciliation 2 more times this fiscal year. Well, here's why. Here's an article that came out from The Hill, link in the description below if you'd like to check it out for yourself, that says Manchin throws cold water on using budget reconciliation. And it says Senator Joe Manchin criticized attempts to eliminate the filibuster and to use budget reconciliation process to pass legislation that bypasses the need of an opposing party's vote in an evenly split chamber. It says, we should all be alarmed at how the budget reconciliation process is being used by both parties to stifle debate around the major issues facing our country today, Manchin wrote in an op-ed for the Washington Post. Senate Democrats must avoid the temptation to abandon our Republican colleagues on important national issues. Republicans, however, have a responsibility to stop saying no and participate in finding real compromise with Democrats, Manchin wrote. Manchin said efforts to abolish the filibuster and to use the budget reconciliation will open the door for drastic policy changes every time control of the Senate changes from one party to the other. If the filibuster is eliminated or budget reconciliation becomes the norm, a new and dangerous precedent will be set to pass sweeping partisan legislation that changes the direction of our nation every time that there is a change in political control. The consequences will be profound. Our nation may never see stable government again, he added. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but pretty much what he's saying is that we have to come to an agreement. We need to get both parties together and come to some sort of compromise. But right now, both are just so drastically opposing. It's hard to see them coming together and coming to some sort of compromise at this time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, one of the major items that they are opposed on is a 4th round of stimulus checks. But what we're hearing is that Democratic leaders, they're pushing every day to get a 4th stimulus check included in this bill, and not just that, but they're calling for monthly reoccurring checks. And as I mentioned, be sure to check out those videos that I showed in the beginning to see why it is that Republicans are opposed to this and the increased concern of massive inflation just right around the corner. But take a look at this article. We're seeing ones like this pop up every day. This one from yesterday, link in the description below if you'd like to check it out for yourself. And it says, could a forced stimulus with reoccurring payments begin in 2021? And it says, while many Americans are still awaiting the arrival of the 3rd stimulus check, which are part of President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan, 74 members of Congress are pushing for reoccurring direct payments throughout 2021. President Joe Biden has talked about a potential $3 trillion spending bill for 2021. The 3rd stimulus bill would focus on reviving the economy, combating inequality, and repairing the country's infrastructure that has been fractured due to the pandemic. And of course, as we mentioned, this is all going to be discussed and starting today. So we're going to see what's included, what they come up with, and I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. Now, in the meantime, while all this is unfolding, we're also hearing from former President Donald Trump, who is predicting that the GOP is once again going to be in control. So as we heard Senator Joe Manchin say, it's as the pendulum swings between the two different powers. Right now, Democrats are in control. Former President Donald Trump is saying that the GOP will once again be in control here very soon. Take a look at this article, just came out yesterday, link in the description below, and it says, Trump predicts that the GOP will retake Congress in 2022 and the White House in 2024. And it says, Former President Donald Trump on Saturday expressed optimism that Republicans would regain control of the House and the Senate in 2022 midterm elections and win back the White House in 2024, according to prepared remarks obtained by the Associated Press. In a keynote address at the Republican National Committee Donor Summit in Florida, Trump did not explicitly say if he would be a candidate in 2024, but float the idea of a potential candidacy, according to attendees who spoke with CBS News. While the closed-door summit was mostly held at the Four Seasons Resort in Palm Beach, attendees were taken to the former president's Mar-a-Lago resort to hear him speak. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. A lot going on starting today. We're going to see unfolding this week. I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And once again, you guys, if you made it this far and you haven't already, and you like and appreciate these updates, take a second to smash that like button. It really helps out the channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you're not already part of the viewing community, why don't you come and join the Ram fam by smashing that subscribe button and turning on that notification bell. I'll keep you up to date on stimulus, unemployment, Congress, the economy, anything having to do with investing or money. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Well, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed Monday. Take care. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. This is Steve.